What's going on, guys? JayeDeBlack here. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Anthony Edwards and the fact that now both of his baby mamas are teaming up with each other. Y'all know I've spoken about him and Ayesha Howard, the almost 40-year-old baby mama who just won't go away. She feels entitled to his money, even though the heifer's damn near 40 and he's what, 23, 24. And she's become obsessed. And now she's gotten written information, a written statement, I believe, from his other baby mama. Her name is Alexandria, or Allie D. She's on the left. Now, Allie is on the left there. I've spoken about her too. We haven't heard much from her, but you know she's been seething. She is the mother of his son. And she gave information to Ayesha because Ayesha has been trying to move this case to California. It's been very unsuccessful because he doesn't live in California. He's not from California. But apparently he had been sending wire transfers from California to Allie, and Allie passed that information on to Ayesha, the almost 40-year-old baby mama of a rapper, right? Who, by the way, she never puts on blast, right? She never puts this rapper on blast, but this damn near 40-year-old woman is obsessed with trying to embarrass and humiliate Anthony Edwards because he's refusing not only to give her money, but to have her a part of his life. Both of these heifers are bitter, and I believe both of these heifers are older than him. See, this is what you women are going to become. You go out there, you get the BBLs, you get the surgeries, and you think that you're going to be able to get a relationship out of one of these NBA players or professional athletes in general, or a rapper. And when that doesn't happen, all you get out of it is a baby. You feel some type of way. You heifers made a choice, and you chose to get with the 20-something-year-old NBA player who, by the way, is in a relationship with a woman he's not leaving for neither one of y'all. And I think both of them are seething. So that's why they have to team up. And y'all wonder why you're undateable? And you wonder why men would rather go to a foreign country to date women than deal with y'all? Look at the kind of crap these guys have to go through. Why are you messing around with a 20-something-year-old who you know is young and not going to want no type of relationship with either one of you heifers? All right? And then you got Ayesha, who's obsessed. And even his lawyers, Anthony Edwards' lawyers, said they never dealt with somebody like her. Because she not only, yes, it's about money, but it's also because he wants nothing to do with her. Or the child, unfortunately. And I think that the more that she has to, the more that she understands that, the more anger she has towards him. See, gentlemen, this is why you have to be careful, because these women are sharks. These women are out here chasing behind these young athletes because they're trying to get paid. And unfortunately, he fell into the BBL trap because both of these heifers out here with BBLs, and they're fooling y'all athletes. They're fooling y'all into thinking that everything is cool when really it isn't. They're trying to get a baby out of you. They're giving you a false sense of security that they don't want anything from you. But as soon as you get them pregnant, they're going to do what Ayesha's doing and becoming very obsessive. This heifer's very obsessive. Very obsessive. Now, let's get into this article here. Anthony Edwards' baby mamas team up to fight him in court. One of Anthony Edwards' baby mamas is helping the other baby mama out in court, TMZ has learned. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Ayesha Howard, who has a daughter named Aubrey, born in 2004, submitted new evidence in her legal battle with the Minnesota Timberwolves star. Ayesha obtained a declaration from Anthony's other baby mama, Alexandria, who has a son, Amir, with Anthony, she is using. Ayesha and Anthony have been going back and forth in court for over a year. Ayesha wants an LA County judge to set child support, and Anthony has asked that it be determined in Georgia. He doesn't live in LA, but she understands the system. She's seen all these other women who go to court in California get very favorable settlements. And that's what she's doing. This is about the money for these heifers, man. This is why these guys have to be careful. Listen to the OGs, if you have any. They're not lying to you when they tell you that these heifers are out to get your money. Okay, you need to be wearing protection with them. But again, these women, because she's older, she's more experienced than him, let's be real, they lure these dudes into a false sense of security, only to then pull the, to really, show who they really are when they get pregnant. And Anthony has asked that it be determined in Georgia. In her declaration, Alexandra said Anthony had been paying her, this is the other baby mama, voluntary monthly child support. She claimed that the money was sent via wire transfer from a bank account held by Anthony at a branch in Beverly Hills. This means nothing. He could have had his agent could be sending the money. We don't know that. He could have an agent that lives in California that's doing this. You really think that a guy who doesn't live in California, that he went to California himself to set this up? You're crazy. Ayesha believes this is proof that Anthony has ties to Cali, despite his claims that he has no connection to the state. He probably doesn't. When have we ever seen Anthony Edwards out there in Cali besides playing basketball out there? This is absolutely insane. This heifer's old enough to be his aunt. In response, Anthony asked the court to seal the case and restrict Ayesha from making endless motions in the case. He claimed she continues to file meritless and harassing motions. He claimed Ayesha has used the case as an opportunity to attack Anthony publicly with inflammatory accusations. She absolutely has. And I think that this is why, she's seen other women do it, and she thinks that she's going to be successful doing it. This is why, again, I tell you guys, be careful of these heifers. They are out to get whatever you've earned by any means. This guy was barely in his 20s when he got into the NBA. And that's when he started messing with Allie on the left. Got her pregnant. Then he hooked up with Ayesha. Again, women luring him into a false insecurity. Now, again, he has to be accountable. I'm not absolving Anthony Edwards of any accountability. But you got these grown ass women who know better, who saw him as a check, that hopefully he doesn't make this mistake again. I believe this situation may have scared him straight, because he was going down the path of endless baby mamas. And maybe he's gotten to the point to where he says, you know what, enough is enough. I'm tired of dealing with this. So that could be the only good thing to come out of this, is him realizing that you don't need to be impregnating these heifers when you hook up with them. Anthony's lawyer said, in his decade of practicing law, I've never encountered a litigant who has so flagrantly and repeatedly abused the judicial process. He said it is a campaign of harassment, obstruction, and extortion that has made a mockery of the court systems in 2 states. We're talking about a Western woman. You know they're going to do that. The California judge previously ruled it lacked jurisdiction over Anthony, but Ayesha continues to fight the decision. A Georgia judge ruled the matter would be handled in Georgia and ordered Ayesha to pay legal fees to Anthony. That really has her seething. She had to go get money from Lil Baby probably to do this. Y'all, that's her other baby father, by the way. Her other baby father is rapper Lil Baby. You mean to tell me that is he paying his child support? Because you know that she ain't never put him on blast. So she's getting money from him, because she, if she wasn't, she'd be putting him on blast too. But Anthony Edwards wants nothing to do with these heifers, and they're seething. They're seething because he wants nothing to do with them. Neither one of them. They think because they got BBLs and they think they look good, that he wants something to do with them. No, he wants nothing to do with them. And that's why they're teaming up. But you heifers made a choice. You chose to link up with him and have unprotected relations. Is beyond tired to see the men always held responsible 100% of the time for the creation of single motherhood. As far as these women out here becoming single mothers, these women need to be held accountable as well. They willingly dealt with a guy who, by the way, had a girlfriend. I don't know about during the time he was dealing with Allie. Maybe he was dating this girl, but they still engaged in a relationship. They still engaged in activities with him because they were looking at a check, and unfortunately he fell for it because, again, these women are a little bit older, they have more experience than him, and they were able, again, as I said before, to lure him into a false sense of security. But this is what they do. These women are very well they know their way around men, especially men who are either in the industry or men who are in athletics. Look at Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was hooking up with a girl or with a lady, and she got pregnant, right? And this is a woman who's in the industry. I'm pretty sure she deals with all types of famous people. And again, these women are very good at luring you into a false sense of security, and soon, boom, as soon as you get them pregnant, they looking to go out there to California to get child support. And this is their plan the whole time, by the way, because he wasn't dating Ayesha or the alley chick. He was just screwing them. That's what it was. And that's why they're seething, and that's why they're mad, and that's why they're linking up. They're linking up because they're angry because he doesn't want neither one of them. And because he doesn't want neither one of them, now they're linking up with each other, sending statements. Even though he's paying child support for one of the voluntary child support, which is very admirable to do. That's him taking accountability, saying, you know what? Yes, I helped made this child, so I'm going to go ahead and pay voluntary child support, right? But in Ayesha's case, he'd probably be doing the same thing with her, but she feels like she deserves more because she's a greedy heifer who wants to act like she's a strong, independent woman that's going on all these trips and buying all these, expensive whatever on her own, when that's just not the case. Her having unprotected relations with famous men is why she has the things that she has. And without that, she'd be working somewhere. And y'all know these heifers don't want to work. They preach about being strong and independent, that they don't need a man, but these heifers stay in court looking for child support. They stay in court looking for child support, but will sit up there and claim that they don't need a man. They always need men to take care of them. Why do you think they go to OnlyFans? You got heifers, you got random heifers I've seen on IG. They don't have an OnlyFans, but they have a damn Cash App in their IG. Like, for what? What are you doing to have people Cash App you? I think they think that because they think they look good, that a man is going to randomly give them money. And unfortunately, there are men that will do that for validation. But they're always seeking a handout from a man. What happened to all that feminist ideology that they continue to push? But their whole life is a contradiction of that. They are the pick-me's. You heifers that go out here and have unprotected relations with men that you're not in relationships with, you are the real pick-me's. And you have the nerve to call another woman a pick-me when you're out here having unprotected relations with a man in hopes to get a child so you can put them on child support. That to me is ultimate pick-me behavior, because y'all sit up there and tell these men what they want to hear. You give them a false sense of security. And I'm gonna tell you what she did. She probably, and I'm speaking on Ayesha, she probably told him that she has a famous baby father and she don't bother him. She don't, put him out there like that. And Anthony probably believed that. He believed that. And as soon as he got her pregnant, she flipped the script. Unbelievable. So let me know in the comment section below me your thoughts. Like this video and share. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Links are in the description box below. And I'll see y'all next one.